Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your boy, that man Mikey, and in today's video, we are going to be grinding against the meta. We know what the meta is: the Summoner, Gnawing Hunger, Revoker, Last Word, Astral Horizon, Felwinter's Lie, and whatever else I can't think of that I always get killed by, but that's what we're going against. But let me show you what I'm using today. I'm going to be using our baby, the Monte Carlo, the Severance Enclosure, and also I love bows in this meta especially, but I just love this little baby of a bow that I have. It is called Subtle Calamity with snapshot sights and archer's tempo. We're going to be using Top Tree Striker for double grenades and shoulder charge, and with that shoulder charge we're going to be getting multi kills with the Severance Enclosure because it blows people up on melee kill impact, and Monte Carlo gets back our melee ability energy. So I have bow targeting and I also have auto reloading, so just make it a little bit better because this will be an uphill climb. But hey, I do stream on Twitch Sunday nights at 9, Tuesday nights at 9, and Saturdays at 12:30. So stop by, say hi, hit the follow button, and hit a like on this YouTube video, and we will be getting into the gameplay right about now. Alright, so when I first started the match, I was like, alright, so what can I do to get a free kill? And normally people run right up there and peek, so I was like, I can get a kill here. I looked, nobody was there, so I went to my teammates and I was like, alright, let me see if I can help them out here. I threw the grenade down to try and blind people, and homeboy just jumped into the middle with like no regard for his life, so I was like, okay, let me take him out. I felt cornered here. I had somebody right behind me. I pushed him with the auto rifle and then immediately ducked out of cover because I did not want to get sniped from the top over there. And so I went over here looking for somebody to take a quick shot on. There was nobody there, so I looked around me to make sure nobody was coming for me. And then I looked again, I saw the whole team, and I was like, oh, got one. Oh, he's not looking at me. Got two, and I immediately ran to make sure that they didn't know that I was still there. And I wanted to just reset my position. I come over here looking for somebody to get, and then what do you know, shoulder charge, and then the explosion with Severance Enclosure. I was like, yay. So I immediately tried to get out of there and go for cover. I went to the top where I knew I can start looking around and get a good view on the map. And then I look, and then somebody's jumping. I was like, ah, nice. So I was like, all right, get a kill there. And so then I was like, okay, this is a great position to be at. Let's try and stay here for a couple seconds. And then I found myself way out of position. I got the shot there, but I knew they were going to start looking for me where I was, so I needed to run back. I saw that I hit the wall, so I was like, okay, it's a good thing that I reset my position. So upon reset, I knew a guy was down there. I threw the grenade to blind him. He immediately came out of cover, and we got the shot off. And so I wanted to protect the whole area. I look around. Look, we're about to get this kill on this guy, and we got a Ghost in the Night medal. And I was like, hey, this is gonna be a great game. You know those games that you have, and you're like, oh, this is gonna be good. So I ran away from that guy there. I turned the corner, and this guy's just standing there, and I see somebody. I'm like, okay, I gotta get him. And so I went to cover, and then immediately went out of cover, and I was like, oh, that was not a smart decision by me. So I was like, okay, reset. Let's see what I can do. So upon reset, I start running, and I'm on the top here, so I'm like, oh, this is still a great position to be in. And I immediately get down from the top, which was not smart. I look over there. I thought Heavy was going to be spawning soon, and so I start trying to take some cheeky shots to see what I can get, and nothing happens. So I back up a little bit, and I look because I knew somebody was there on the radio, and I stayed there, and I was like, ooh, I got rewarded for it with a headshot. And so I wanted to come to this side, see if I can, just maintain this position. I look, nobody's there, and I was like, all right, I got to start getting a little bit aggressive here. So I'm just looking around to make sure that we're covered and we're safe. As I reposition myself, I'm looking down, and then I got this guy. I was like, what type of shot was that? I got him, and then I missed these shots here. Like, why though? And I knew I was hungry for the kill, but I didn't want to push too hard because I knew this would happen. And so he came in, and luckily my teammates were there to save me a little bit. So I'm looking around to try to help my teammates, and look, lo and behold, we got Monte Carlo kill. And so I'm like, okay, let's keep this position. We have to keep this position safe because this position on the map is one of the best to look out for. Heavy spawned, and I thought I would get a kill here, but no teammates were following up on the shots. They were trying, but they just didn't make it. And so I was like, okay, that was useless. And then I tried to get him. Let's see if I do. Oh, I did. Okay. So again, we go back to our recovery position. hold this map down. I saw him pushing hard with his little grenade launcher. I tried to get a cheeky shot here. I got underneath the stairs to where he had to run to come get me. There's a guy behind me, and I had tried to get into cover. I couldn't. I knew I was gonna die, but I tried to take him with me. Alas, that did not work. So I'm like, okay, we're doing pretty well. My team is up by a little bit now, so I was like, let's get some more high ground, see what we can get. And that guy just disappears. I thought I hit him, but I guess not. And he just went away with his super. So I was like, all right, I have my super now. Let's go. So we activate the super. We start trying to get a lot of kills here. That guy gets killed before I can get to him, and I'm like, come on, teammate, you see me in my super. I'm creating orbs for you all. And before I was hasty, I knew I was running out of super there. I was like, let me just chill out for a little bit. But I made a dumb mistake here. I wanted Severance Enclosure. I wanted the multi-kill here. Too bad homeboy saw me. I got the double down, but I lost my life in the process. I think I got a triple down, actually. You hear Shaq say, triple down, which I love when Shaq cheers me on. He's like the best cheerleader ever. Love it. So on reset, I'm looking, trying to find it. I'm trying to go to where the action is. I want to help out my teammates. And then I see somebody off in the distance, and he jumps. And when he jumps, I'm like, oh, I knew I could be thirsty for the kill. So I go in, and I immediately duck underneath this rock just so that guy couldn't get me. He throws up his bubble, and I'm like, ooh, let's get him. And I try to help out my teammate. I know my teammate had his super, but that guy was shooting him point blank, and I was just trying to make sure that we, secured the kill. I was going for the crest, and my teammate was like, no, it's my crest. He got a little selfish, but, I won't hold it against him. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Let's hold down top position again, see if we can get some shots off. I did, but my teammate cleaned up the kill here, and I was like, all right, let's hold this position just to make sure that we can, keep with these arrow shots. They're actually really damaging these people, the enemy team. So we're all team firing these guys. I'm like, hey, this is great. This is great. I was so thirsty for the shoulder charge there. You guys just don't know. Like, I stopped worrying about gunplay because I could easily kill these people with gunplay, but I choked this so hard here. Oh my goodness. I thought he was going to be blinded and then he was just going to run out of his super. He did it, and I lost my life because I was so thirsty for that shoulder charge from before. I put myself in a very bad position. Again, thirsty for the shoulder charge and died to it. But when you're playing non-meta, you really have to think what angles and what lanes can you take, because the Grand Summoner or Summoner, Dire Promises, they have great range. Gnawing Hunger, great range to kill you from afar. So you have to be really, really careful on how you position yourself, and those two positions were really bad. I saw my homeboy get taken down there by the sniper, and I was like, I don't want none of that smoke. So, hey, we're in a good position. I took cover right there as soon as I killed him, and I was like, oh, we're actually doing really well. So I followed it up with a Monte Carlo shot. We got the kill, and this game has turned out really well. And I'm like, all right, play smart here. I tagged that guy, and what I immediately wanted to do was go around to the side and see if I can clean him up. But my teammates were on it, and we're back at the original great position. You take shots here. You try to win this fight. I threw 2 grenades off the wall trying to get those, like basketball grenades, and they didn't work. The guy died before I got there. So, hey, at least the teammates were making sure that I stayed alive. I don't know if they were making sure that I stayed alive or that they got the kill, but whatever. We stayed alive there. And so, again, my position. Hey, this is the time. This is it. This is the end of the game. And I was like, let's finish this thing out strong. So I went with the super here. Try to get at least 3 kills, but I think I only got 2. But we're going to end the game here, and we ended it so well. And we ended it in enemy territory, and I was like, nope. I was just running for cover. You see the guy trying to shoot me there. It did not work, but hey, this is what happens when you end the game well. And I helped my teammate out as soon as I jumped down, still running for cover. But we had, I think, 33 kills with a 6-point-something KD. Hey, when you're not using the meta and everything comes together as planned, all of a sudden you start looking good. You feel good. Hey, it's good. Thanks for coming by the video. I appreciate it. Hit subscribe and deuces.